New details are being revealed about a proposed defence pact between Australia and Papua New Guinea as celebrations get underway to mark 50 years of independence in the Pacific nation. The Pukpuk Treaty would see the two countries combine their military forces in a mutual defence agreement and could allow PNG residents a pathway to Australian citizenship. Well, let's bring in Mihai Sora, Director of the Pacific Islands Program at the Lowy Institute. Mihai, thanks for joining us tonight. Tell us, how significant is this integration of militaries, both for PNG and Australia, under this pact?
I think it's important to get a sense of the scale and the scope of integration before we speculate too much, but it is a critical milestone that marks a new era of security cooperation for Australia with any Pacific country, Papua New Guinea being the largest Pacific Island country in the region, so hugely significant in terms of the strategic weight of the agreement. But notions of integrating our two countries' defence forces, they're unique to the region and potentially transformative for the sort of political relationship that Australia and Papua New Guinea will have in years to come.
There is no doubt that such a pact will be observed very closely by China, competing for influence in the region. How significant a threat is this to Beijing?
Well, I don't think it'll come as good news to Beijing if Prime Minister Albanese does manage to sign the treaty with his PNG counterpart. In recent years, China has been very effectively increasing its security presence and really the influence that is felt in the region from its own strategic intent. We've seen police training spring up, Chinese police training programs spring up in a number of Pacific Island countries. Late last year, China tested an intercontinental ballistic missile in the Pacific. And more recently, we've seen China's influence in the shadows affecting how regional institutions like the Pacific Islands Forum are run and managed.
And with this agreement between Australia and Papua New Guinea, you said it was unique, but do you think it will set a sort of precedent? Would you expect Australia to be signing more deals with other Pacific nations? And at the same time, would Pacific leaders be open to such agreements?
It would be the high watermark for Australia's security agreements with any Pacific country. We know that Fijian Prime Minister Rambuka has said that he wants one too, that he wants Fiji and Australia to sign a defence treaty. I think what it reflects is a new kind of security cooperation agreement that's fit for the current security environment that not only Australia but all Pacific countries are facing.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister is in PNG to mark 50 years of independence. Today, what was celebrated? What has PNG achieved over the past 5 decades?
Look, it's a huge occasion for Papua New Guinea and for all the people and the communities of Papua New Guinea. It's a deeply emotional time for the country. Amid the jubilation, there's also soul-searching, some really difficult questions that many in the community are asking themselves. Things like, have we come far enough as a country? You know, people in PNG will be celebrating this really important milestone with eyes wide open, fully cognizant of the current vulnerabilities in their countries, perhaps acutely aware of the shortcomings, particularly as these are the issues that tend to be reported, not just by Australian media, but by regional media. So it's a really, it's a really meaningful time and also a delicate time. Behind all the fanfare will be a lot of personal soul-searching for many Papua New Guineans.
Mihai Sora, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.